again. Welcome back to Weekend at Bernie's Garage YouTube channel. Anyway, work continues on the truck and on the Firebird. But anyway, today we're going to work on the old truck until we start working on it. Then we go back to the Firebird. But anyway, we picked up some metal. We got some 1.5" square 1/8 wile, and we got some 2x3, and we got some 1.5" angle 1/8 thickness. So anyway, we're going to start with making a bed first. So it's probably going to be the next couple of weeks we'll have it finished and stuff. But anyway, for now, we're going to make the bed floor, and probably going to do something with this. So when we do have it in, we're not going to be looking when you open the tailgate. Not going to be looking at the edge of the boards. I'm going to try to sink it down into the, and probably take a notch out of this and here and flip it over and weld it back in. So when I do it, when he opens up the gate, you can see the edge of the metal and not so much just the edge of the boards, right? Not that matters a whole lot. I may do that for the front and the back, or I may just do it for the back. But anyway, time to get to it. So anyway, here we go. So what we're going to do to start with, we're going to start by cutting the 2x3 4 feet, and well, these are 8 feet right now. We're going to cut to them, or we're going to cut all of them 4 feet. So we'll end up with 4 of these, and the 2x3 all at 4 feet long. And actually, we're going to have the overall length, just to say. So we're going to have these capping the ends, so that's an 1/8 inch. So to do that, to get the front piece, the front panel, because when we cut the 4x8 sheet to make the sides, it'll end up being exactly 6 feet long for the box, and the other 2 feet should give us, what's left over should be 4 feet by 2 feet, which will give us the front panel for the box. So not trying to go any longer or wider than what we have to, so we can actually use one sheet to make the box. So anyway, with that in mind, when we cut these 4 feet, that's counting the piece of angle iron on the sides. That's going to be 1/8 of an inch each. So we'll just keep that in mind. So we're probably cutting anyone, would probably be like 47 3/4 if we're following it. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so we just cut the four pieces of length there. Well, it's actually 5 pieces. So basically, this is how it's going to be. It's going to be the front, middle cross member, and the end. And the next thing we're going to do now is, well, this is 1.5 inches and this is 1.5 inches. If we get another piece of 1.5 inches, it'd be easier to show you. Like if we were to lay that on over and weld it, you can see it doesn't, the piece is longer. But if we put that on there and overlap it, the piece of wood is going to be up higher. So what we're going to do, we're going to come over and we'll mark there. We'll we'll mark it along here, and we'll put a small cut on on each one of these, and we'll take it just the top piece off, and that way when we lays this in, it'll be flush, and it'll be flush down on the bottom. So we'll do that too. Well, all of them, and we'll check it out then. Okay, so we got all the ends chopped out, and this is why we're doing it. I just moved this over here a little ways. So we push this down, pulls this in, it'll be flat all around here and all around here. So we get a really good weld onto it, and the boards comes off it to be flat. So yeah. So the plan is right now is we're going to put And I put it, we want to lay it together and square it up. And we're just going to tack the front piece in there for now. And we're going to tack the back one in at 6 feet, which is probably going to be 6 feet plus that gray one. Well, whatever the last cross member is plus that gray will make up 6 feet. So we'll do that next. Actually, you don't even need that one either. Although while I'm looking at it, let's just thing straighten up. This is the way it's, it's going to be that way once we get her squared. But looking at it right now, the middle cross member's got to go in. But the thing is, till we lay it in place, we'll line them up when they're in here. So, but as for right now, just thinking out loud there, but anyway, I think where we know this one got to be there, we're probably going to measure from there ahead 6 feet. We'll probably square her up and tack the ones back here. Then we'll measure from solder right here up, and we'll find out where we got to put the other cross member. Alright, so we'll do that next. So now we'll take the measurement. Very corner to the corner. This side we got 86 3/4. And on this side, let's see what we got. It's 86 1/4. So we're not squared right now. Start it over. Six and a half almost. Six and a half. So we'll do that, we'll check it a couple times and we'll get a squareness out of it. That's providing all your pieces are exactly the same length. So there we go. Just good right there. That being said, I just had these cut 6 feet. They were cut at the steel shop, and one was an 8 less than 6 foot, and the other one was an 8 more than 6 foot. So I cut them to make sure they're exactly the same length. Again, we were putting this on and cutting it off here. So as for right now, I'm going to tack all this through here, and we'll do one. So as for now, what we'll do, we're going to measure from the end. There we have this on it, see it better. So we're going to measure from the end here, and we're going to measure all the way up here, 6 feet. So obviously you know what that now, that's actually 74 inches. So what we want, we'll move this back on to get it on the 6 foot mark, then we'll just chop the ends off and shortly after that. We're actually pretty good there. That's looking pretty good right now. So we'll far down, take that piece out. So after he cuts the pieces off down there and welds the end, or what we'll end up doing next after that is we're probably going to tackle this piece here. So the boards we're putting on it, we don't have them, but we're going to get them cut to an inch thick. So what I want is I'm going to cut a piece out of here, cut the angle out of it, flip it over, weld it back in, so that way this is like a finished edge and the boards will be down there. But in the meantime, well, this is a 3-inch 2x3 rectangle steel. This is actually 1.5 or 1.5. So basically, you know, do it right, you got to drop that down 1/2 inch and then take the piece out. So yeah, so we'll straighten this up, then move on to this. Okay, so what we have done, we come down here 1.1 1/8. We came in here 1 inch. So anyway, excuse me, what we're going to do is we'll cut that piece out, turn it around, flip it, and weld it back into it, so the piece will come down like this and in. And that should give us room to our boards to go in there and butt in there nicely, so you won't see the edges so much. So yeah, that's one big line to cut off. So just saying, I'm already thinking ahead a little bit. Once this goes in the chassis, it's obviously going to be around there. And so this piece here is actually probably going to, let's see if I can lay something else to show you. So you see she's not all the way down. So what I'm going to have to do, because the rest of them are all trying to be the same height, I'm probably going to have to come up, over and down a little bit on the frame, just to get them all on the same height, right? As for the 1.5, because this is thicker, but I actually was planning on trying to get it down a little way, so should be a big deal. Anyway, time to cut that big line out. Okay, so if you look, there's the whole piece we just cut out, which was obviously this way. We're going to put it in that way, and we're going to weld it in. Look at the side profile. So when you saw welded in the ground off, it'll actually give a spot, so the boards in the bed should be able to fit into here. And it looks in this end, it should be pretty clean anyway. So anyway, that's the plan. Lots of welding. Or whatever, maybe I'll just tack it in there. Probably fully welded anyway. Anyway, so that's the next piece. Get that piece done. We center it up, and then we're gonna make the piece to get her down in the chassis a little. So there. So yeah, so we got her all tacked, pieces flipped. So when we cut the piece out of it, it actually it's spread a little. So we once we put the piece, we had to clamp it, and with the pliers, and anyway get her put into where it goes. So other than that now, should be just fully welded, and anyway, and clean her up and put her back on the truck. Okay, so we have a look now. Piece. Let's even that in. And then we got the channel in. A bit more. And so what we're going to do now is the 1.5 inches that I got for the back. That's got to go on right here. And other than that, we just got to notch out for the frame. So we'll probably do that next. Probably notch the frame piece out and get that done. Okay, so I just picked it up off the floor. Nothing else done. These are all temporary laid in there. That's not welded on yet. Gotta put that on. We haven't set how far I gotta go back from the cab, none of that. Just want to get it up on the truck, and it's easier than working on the floor. I'm going to weld this piece on here, and I'm going to set the cross members where they gotta go. And anyway, after that, there's another mount which was is in on the truck there on the floor there anyway, which comes on and goes up to here, so we can bolt that on there. Right? See, she's tight to the cab. It's got to go back that way. So we just finished welding the start of the bed. We got her all in place, square. We got her on the mounts right here, and the only thing we're going now, we're going to clean the frame up. We're probably going to put the mount back here for the back of the cab, front of the cab. So, or front of the box, sorry. But then we'll flip it, and then we'll continue welding the other side. Okay, so I'll get you a little show the front mount. You see we got one here, and there's neither one over there. But anyway, what these were for where the OLS 10 was extended cab. That was the second set of cab mounts that was on it. So anyway, all we done was just cut it to fit there. You see, it's going to be like that on the other side, and he trims it up. But so we'll trim it up now, and we'll put it over on that side over there, weld it on, and that should locate the front box mounts for the bed. All right, so that's where we're at. As you can see, we got the mount down over here, and the one here as well. So I gotta flip it over and finish welding the bottom of it, because most of the welding is there. The top you can only really do here, a few things, but once it's flipped over, I can finish welding. I'm not going to actually do this one just yet, because if I had to move that back like even 1/4 of an inch, I still got room on the mounts, because I sort of put the hole back towards this end of it, in case I do have to move this back a little bit. We'll see when time comes. But anyway, I did mark all the holes underneath, so when I do flip it over, we'll have something to drill them by, or however we want to mount it up or whatever. Right? But anyway, it just does it. If you look at it this way, I had a straight edge here. I put it across there and there. Just clears that cross member. And the same thing over there, just clears it. So that should be fine. So the wood is all going to be on top of the 1 by 1.5 by 1.5. So it'll should clear all that. So anyway, until we weld it up, that's I guess part 1 of the bed, and until we get the sides next now, and that'll be the next part. So anyway, like we see here, comment, like, subscribe. Like I said, we're continuing to build on the truck, and anyway, it's going to be a cool project. See you then.